What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about Mob Psycho 100. Just Mob Psycho 100. I do apologize for kind of tricking you. I mean, I will talk about episode 2, don't worry. It is an episode 2 review. But I'm probably going to spend more time talking about what I'm going to do about Mob Psycho 100 in the future, going forward with my videos. To get some of the stuff about the episode out of the way, and I'll explain why it's so brief in a second, but I do want to give you guys the review. In terms of animation, it was really good. The standout scene, obviously, is when Mob fights the giant spirit in the gymnasium. But overall, it looked really nice in terms of animation. The art, can't really talk about because it's going for its own style. You know, you can't really say, oh, well, this looks sloppy, because that's the show. So, you know, it's going for its own style. I can really only talk about animation. So the animation was, of course, great as usual. As usual, there's like one other episode. Whatever, you know what I mean. So the animation was great. In terms of pacing, it was definitely better than the first episode. The first episode was really fast in the first third. I thought this one had way better pacing. It felt more like the last 2/3 of the first episode in terms of pacing, which definitely helped for delivering the jokes and everything. In terms of story progression and characterization, Mob reached 40%, so that's interesting. I don't know when he's going to explode. I don't know if the percent's going to keep going up. If it keeps going up at this speed, he's going to explode by, like, episode 7 or something. Like, maybe not even that, because this is only episode 2. He might explode by, like, episode 6 or something, so I don't know what they're going to do, but, yeah, maybe he gets dragged out. I don't know. But, yeah, it was, that's the main story progression, I guess, since there's no real overall story. He joins the, body improvement, what are they called, body enhancement or whatever club, I don't know. That was funny. That was a really great way to end it, because you have this group trying to get him to join the whole time, the Telepathy Club. They need a new member so that they can stay alive, and you know, they're just kind of like, yeah, we don't really believe in telepathy, but we can just goof around and have fun, and it's our middle school years, so it's pretty much our only time to really do that before we have to start to do high school, become adults, and blah blah blah. So that's like, they're like, yeah, this is like our, you know, our escapism. Well, I think the leader believes in the telepathy. The other ones just want to goof off. And he's about to join, and then he remembers the girl he likes and like how bad he is at fucking anything physical. And he decides to join the body improvement club at the very end, which was very funny. I thought that was a great way to end the episode. It was that very much got me. That was hilarious. Yeah, and that's pretty much the story progression, honestly, outside of his, what's it called? He goes to fight a demon at a school, but that's about it. I mean, yeah, nothing really, you know, and I'll get into why this is so brief, but yeah, what else happened? Good jokes, you know, there was good jokes. The animation was great, the pacing was solid. We did get characterization on Mob. We kind of see, you know, the whole adolescence thing that he's going through, and the puberty, and what he wants to do, and live life to the fullest, and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, he did get some characterization. There was a tiny bit of story progression. There were good jokes, and it was well paced, and yada yada. The reason why this isn't a full review is because the same thing happened with the first episode of the series. I could not figure out what to talk about. I couldn't just review it. I have a hard time talking about this series, and it's because I don't want to just repeat jokes to you guys. I don't want to just quote jokes and say this was funny, that was funny, blah, because that's not a review. It's a reaction. And then I got to thinking, Mob Psycho 100 live reactions, right? You see how I put those together? It doesn't take a rocket scientist, but fuck it. That's my basic thought, though, is why not do live reactions to the series every week instead of reviewing it? That way I can laugh at or smile at or comment on the jokes in real time, and also just do something that'll probably, like, let's be honest, get me more views than a regular review. And just overall, I think it could be fun. Definitely would have to, can you block specific countries? I know YouTube will block specific countries if you have copyrighted material, but can you actually, like, block Japan? Because I would have to block Japan. One Punch Man's been safe so far, and I'm definitely well within the rights of fair use for One Punch Man. I very much transformed the content. I'm commentating over it almost the entire time. Definitely easily within fair use. But Japan doesn't really care sometimes, so yeah, I would definitely want to block them when I start reviewing this series, because there's enough One Punch Man videos on my channel to get me fucking terminated if they all got strikes, and YouTube is so fucked up, it's ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, so would definitely start doing that. I've seen other channels get taken down for live reactions and shit, and I'm like, no, that actually makes sense. Your video is like 28 minutes long, and it's literally the entire episode without any editing, or very little editing. That's not fair use. You basically showed the whole thing. Yeah, you're commentating over it, but when you show the whole thing, I mean, I guess maybe it's still under fair use, but I could see why they would slam you with the copyright thing more so than they would for me, where I cut it up and get rid of the dead air where I'm not talking. But anyways, I don't mean to digress. I just, you know, YouTube's all fucked up and shit, so I'd be treading some very dangerous water by doing this. But what do you guys think? Would you guys want me to do live reactions to Mob Psycho 100 rather than reviews? Because I don't think my first episode review was all that great. I don't think this review was going to be all that great if I just talked about the episode. So, yeah, and I don't know what it is about Mob Psycho 100. I guess because it's more comedy-oriented, so there's not a lot of plot to talk about yet. I mean, if it gains more plot and everything, then I might start, you know, doing reviews, but I think the live reaction thing could work. But what do you guys think? I probably explained this very, very badly. If you have any, like, questions on anything, you can ask in the comment section below. And you can also tell me what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section below. In terms of pure entertainment, because I couldn't really analyze it too much in the video, pure entertainment-wise, I thought the episode was like a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good. And, you know, the series is just sort of okay. But, anyways, with all that being said, once again, what did you guys think of the episode? You can tell me in the comment section below. You can follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both of those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.